Hey, Tatum Coyotes, welcome back to competition from EJ's Pumping, your locally owned and locally trusted pumping service in Tatum. If you are in need of pumping services, call 575-369-6134 today. EJ's Pumping, longtime supporters of the town of Tatum and the Tatum Coyotes, as well as high school athletics and academics. Good luck, have fun, and be safe. From Eddie and Whitney, go Coyotes! Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes! Hey, Tatum Coyotes, welcome back to competition from EJ's Pumping, your locally owned and locally trusted pumping service in Tatum. If you are in need of pumping services, call 575-369-6134 today. EJ's Pumping, longtime supporters of the town of Tatum and the Tatum Coyotes, as well as high school athletics and academics. Good luck, have fun, and be safe. From Eddie and Whitney, go Coyotes! Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes! Good evening, everybody. Getting the introductions of the starting lineups for these two teams tonight. And, of course, if you hear Alan Scott, you know it's Tatum Coyote sports this year. Loving Falcons are in town, take on the homestanding ladies. Under Coach Slover here. He's got a couple of daughters on the team, Ashlyn Slover, Ava Slover. And, boy, I'll tell you, Tatum's had a tough week this past week. Two of the best programs in their division coming in here. Texaco Wolverines and Jow Panthers on the boys' side. The ladies won both of those matchups, and the boys fought hard. But those are the two top-ranked teams that Tatum has to contend with on the boys' side. And it was a rough go for the boys. They played their hearts out, but lost to both of those. Here in the girls' game tonight, you know, I haven't called Loving sports in a while, but I've done a lot of Eunice games recently. All three of their championship football games is when I was calling them. And so I've seen the Loving Falcons before. And you don't know what you're going to get till you see them play. Sometimes they are outmatched. Other times they've got a solid squad and they'll compete with you. So we'll see what they've got on the boys and girls side of things here tonight. Give you a look at the Tatum Coyotes dressed in their home white. And pregame festivities are about to wrap up. You heard from our sponsors here just off the top while I was paying homage to America and participating in the national anthem ceremony and pregame festivities here. How you doing, Coach? We're going to get a win tonight? And I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with that official right there. You see him right across there at midcourt. He was singing all the rap songs that were on the pregame warm-ups, and I'm pretty impressed. Let's see what kind of impression the Loving Falcons are going to make on the Tatum Coyotes. As you can see, they are a red team, too. In their road red, white and black. Tatum also red, white, and black, but they're playing at home tonight, so they got the whites on. And we are underway. Tatum varsity girls basketball, and that's it. They're looking pretty good in the early going. Yeah, I would say Loving is going to bring something tonight. That's Maddie Godsey with the first two of the ball game, and that goes to Loving Falcons 2-0, just underway. That is Ashlyn Slover, the senior. Baseline jumper is rejected. And Loving's got size, they have width, and they have some speed, it looks like, in their lineup tonight. Good ball movement by the Falcons. Yep, they know what they're doing, but there's the near steal. And that will go to Tatum. Good hustle over there. Tatum Coyotes, and working hard as always. Number 10, Valeria Mariscal. West starts tonight. Also, Ciara Jimenez. And it's Jimenez with it now. Kylie Coombs in the starting lineup. West with the jumper, and it's in and out. Combs with the strong rebound. But there's a lot of traffic inside. Now, Loving Falcons are able to strip that away. So they're going to give Coombs all she can handle underneath. And that looked like a charge to me, but they're going to call the block on Tatum and Coombs, or Combs, however you prefer. It's got two O's. I say Coombs. But I'll tell you, there's a certain players on every team. I've seen them in Lovington, where I'm from. I've seen them in Hobbs, Jow, Eunice, and Tatum. Somebody always gets singled out, and they get the foul no matter what. Coombs has seemed to be in that spot for Tatum this season. Whether it's offensive or defensive foul, if there's contact, she's on the radar. They don't give her the benefit of the doubt. I thought that one could have gone either way. Alan Scott here bringing you Tatum girls basketball. The boys will follow tonight against Loving. There's a drive to the basket. Won't go, but she gets her own rebound. Good hustle by Mariscal. She's always scrapping. Slover as well. But the Falcons have it. They lead 2-0. We've got one field goal so far in the game. 6:27 to go. Good ball movement from Loving. They get a jumper up mid-range and it won't drop. Unable to hit that was Diana Quieto. Combs, West. Cross court. There's a jumper on the way. Good. And Ciara Jimenez, the big gun 2 nights ago. Or was it 3? I've slept since then. Starts where she left off. She gives Tatum a 3-2 lead. Ciara Jimenez had the hot hand in the last game against the Jow Lady Panthers. There's West with it, cross court to Jimenez. Baseline, Slover, little floater won't go. Combs with the rebound. Now, I know she didn't commit a foul there. She's going to get to go to the line. She was bringing that up for a shot now. It's going to go on number 13. There isn't a 13 red. 32. First foul on Quieto. Free throw is good, and the home team now leads at 4-2. The three from Jimenez and the free throw from Coombs. And it's a 4-2 ball game. 5:42 to go, first period. Alan Scott with you on HobbsAmerica.com, Tatum Sports YouTube channel. There's a steal, and it is Mariscal ahead to Combs. Into the corner, she's trapped. Gets it out to Slover. Slover, cross court to Jimenez, and that one didn't drop. But you don't mind her taking that shot. That was a good shot and a good look. Still a 4-2 ball game. With it is Quieto. Over to Haley King. And a fight for that loose ball will result in a tie possession. Scrapping in there was Jimenez for Tatum. And Diana Quieto, number 32 for the Loving Lady Falcons. Couple of fouls on each team here in the early going. You watch those, you get to 7, you get bonus free throws. Good hands from Loving. That was King able to knock that away and get hands in the passing lane. Coyotes steal it back, though. Looking to Combs underneath, blocked. Ball comes to Tatum, missing the putback, though. And now we get contact. They're probably going to get West for that foul. And Haley King, tall and slender and pretty quick to the basketball, but can go up and block a shot for you, too. Just about halfway through the first quarter here. Coming to you live on the World Wide Web from Tatum, America. Your Walmart Digital Solutions, One Radio Square family of radio station. Proud to be your home for Lee County High School sports. And that is Godsey over there along with a couple other players, and they can't keep control of the ball, so Tatum's off and running. And again, blocked. King with her second block shot in as many trips down the court. West doesn't draw iron. Tatum's still up by a bucket, though. We'll go the other way. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a pretty evenly matched game from what I can see. Lob to King. She somehow manages to take possession and gets fouled by West. You look at King and then the rest of the team, and she is a lot thinner than just about every other player. But she's got height, and she's scrappy. She's blocked a couple of shots, manages to catch a pass I didn't think she could catch. 2 defenders in front of her. But she earns the trip to the line and hits the free throw. So give Haley King a point. And it's a 4-3 ball game. Tatum with the lead here, first quarter. Next one on the way, and that's no good. Off the iron to the right, and you don't want to give up offensive rebounds on missed free throws. And that's why. Kat Montoya for 3. And the Loving Falcons have come storming back here, 6-4. Now they lead it. Nice run. And another turnover. They throw that one right to Godsey. And it'll be King that brings it across the timeline with 3:27 to go. Cross-court pass. That is Sierra with it. Genevieve Sierra. Offensive rebounds again. And King over the back this time. They're going to get King for the foul. There you see it right in front of you, red 2. So King's first foul, but that's the 3rd team foul now on Loving and 2 on Tatum. 3:10 to go in the first. Tatum was up 4-2, then Loving went on a 4-0 run. Now lead at 6-4, and there's an open look and a great pass. Great pass. Mariscal finishes the play. That's her first bucket. We're tied at 6. Coming across the timeline, Haley King working against Kylie West. There's a steal by West, and it's ahead to Jimenez. Tries to cross court it to Montescall, and stolen by King. I'll tell you what, she is a really good defensive player. Not bad on offense either. Loving has forced several Tatum turnovers here in the first quarter. Back down the court, that won't go for Godzi. A little bit out of control. Who are they going to call this on? Nope. They're gonna call it on offensive foul. That is on 34. Maddie Godzi. And I think that's the 4th team foul on the Falcons, 3 on Tatum. Across the timeline is West. We're tied up at 6. 2:20 to go first quarter. Shot inside by Coombs, won't drop. Falcons get the rebound. And we have another whistle, and it's a tie possession. Who's got the arrow? It is Loving. Steal by Slover, intercepts the inbounds pass and travels with it. We're going to get her for walking. Under 2 to play in the first quarter. Still tied at 6. Right wing, there's a shot in the air and in and out for Faith McDonald. Another big player for Loving. They got a lot of size. Speaking of size, there's Combs, but that's going to come up short because of the defense, and it is Faith McDonald on defense there against Cayenne Combs. Out of bounds play here for Tatum. Coming in is Izzy Hart, number 33. You see her right there for Combs. Don't want her to get in foul trouble. Give her a breather here and get set for the next period of play. Now we have timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, since we're near the end of the quarter, I'll go ahead and keep it here for this one, but I will remind you that Tatum varsity girls basketball, Walmart Digital Solutions and One Radio Square, family of stations, on Hobbs America and Tatum Sports YouTube channel is brought to you by Tatum Schools, the Tatum Clinic, EJ's Pumping, LLC, Now Pharmacy, Norley Hospital District, and the Tatum Clinic, and Legendary Services. Couldn't do it without those fine sponsors, and if we tried, we'd have to charge subscription fees, which doesn't set well with us at One Radio Square. We like to make these things free, public service. No longer living here or related to somebody who is, you can see these anywhere. You can pick up the internet. That's another cool thing about it. So we're out of the timeout. Minute 28 left, first quarter. Coyotes inbound under their basket. And they get it in to Veronica Sanchez. Inside to Hart, goes right through her hands. And the Falcons get another turnover. Top of the key, good pass, baseline. Looked like they might have called a foul, but more of a stumble by the offensive player, and the Coyotes are off and running, and West is fouled. Nice job outrunning the break there for the Coyotes. You had to make them scramble to get back and play defense, and so it winds up with a trip to the line for Kylie West, looking for her first points of the evening. And no good. Hard off the iron. Ciara Jimenez hit a big three for Tatum. Mariscal got a two-pointer. Kyan Combs has hit a free throw, and that is your score of 6 for Loving. Kat Montoya hit a big three. Godzi hit a 2, and Haley King had hit a free throw. West got that last one, so she has her first point. Tatum has the lead back at 7-6. Under a minute to go, first quarter. Boys game to follow, and in fact, if you look underneath that Coyotes, where it's spelled out Coyotes, you can see the boys team watching, supporting the girls there, because at halftime they'll come out and get loose for their game. And Tatum's able to knock that away and get a possession back, so they're making a little run here perhaps late in the first quarter. Oh, and then throw it away on the inbound pass. You work hard and get that possession and then throw it away before you get a chance to take a shot. Loving with the baseball pass to Godzi. She's down court all the way to the rack. No. I'll tell you what, Godzi going at Izzy Hart there is a pretty good matchup. They're about the same size, and that was a big collision. They're going to get Hart. 7-6, Tatum and Maddie Godzi trying to even things up. Left it short. She'll have another one here. And that one is good. Godzi has 3 for the Loving Falcons, and we're tied at 7. Into the front court is West. 50 seconds to go. Fires to the left wing. Sanchez inside to Hart. Hard off the bottom of the rim, but fouled. Good ball movement from the Coyotes there, and they earn another trip to the line. Both teams are showing 4 team fouls now. But now, yeah, that'll be 5 on Loving. We're going to be shooting some bonus free throws before the halftime break. I'll bet you that much. Izzy Hart gets the free throw to go. Gives Tatum the lead back 8-7. Got them both. Good form from Hart. Those are 2 key free throws here in the first quarter. Godzi again finding a path to the basket, and again a big collision with Izzy Hart. Tell you what, those 2 are matched up well. And that's an offensive foul. They're going to give it to Godzi this time. We're going to go the other way. 36 seconds left in the period. So Tatum will bring it up. Mariscal wearing number 10 to West. Over on the wing to Coombs. Mariscal jumper near the free throw line is an air ball. Hart trying to run it down without going out of bounds and is able to do it. Tatum will keep the possession. They say last touch by the Falcons. 9-7 ball game. Tatum with the lead. West, 3-point land to Mariscal. Back to Kylie West. Sanchez. You got a double post in there. You got 2 bigs. They try to go into Hart, and ball is knocked away. Last touch by Tatum, unfortunately. 9 seconds for the Falcons. Tatum will press, and Mariscal gets a tie possession. Good hustle there. Over in the far corner. Valeria Mariscal. So we'll do it again with 8.3 on the clock. 9-7 game, and that's going to sail out of bounds. Falcons turn it right back over. So Tatum will have an opportunity here with 8 seconds. Loving will go on the defense here. But Tatum will probably get the last shot of the quarter. Coombs launching it, and it goes off the glass. The rare long-range jumper for Kyan Coombs, and she buries it off the window. And that basket gives Tatum, at the end of one, an 11-7 lead. So the Lady Coyotes up by 4. at the end of the first quarter. It was a good one. These teams are evenly matched. Tatum Coyotes 11, Loving Falcons 7 after 1. Alan Scott here to spend a little time with you on a Friday here in Tatum, America. And I've been making a lot of trips to Tatum, and I don't mind that. But I'll tell you, we're going to be on the road. We've got to be on the road sooner or later. They've had a nice stretch of home games here, which are just fine with me. But couple the week before last, couple for each team last week. Then you get into this week. We had a Saturday of last week. We did Monday, Tuesday, and now Friday, all of which have been at home. So I know we're going to be hitting the road here sooner or later. If I had it my way, we'd do them all in Tatum because I live in Lovington. It's a quick 22 miles to get here. We head to the second quarter and remind you that our coverage of the Tatum Coyotes, both boys and girls, high school basketball, on the World Wide Web, HobbsAmerica.com, Tatum Sports YouTube channel, brought to you by the Tatum Clinic, Tatum Schools, EJ's Pumping, LLC, Now Pharmacy in Lovington, and by Legendary Services. Loving has the basketball. That's King. And they're going to get a reach-in foul on Slover, although she doesn't believe there was contact to the body. She thinks she got all ball, and she may have. Depends on the angle that the official is to the play when he calls it. Non-shooting foul, and that's the 6th on Loving. Tatum has 5 fouls, so there will be some bonus free throws in this quarter. Up and running, Myra Skull, blocked again by King. That's the 3rd block shot of the first half for Haley King. Kylie West over to Myra Skull. Tatum by 4. That's where it was after 1. 11-7. Telegraphed that one, and they are able to intercept it. Alyssa Armendaris able to take that away for Loving. And the Falcons will go to work. Faith McDonald throws a bad pass. Kylie West runs it down, and we get a reach and foul on King. That is the 7th foul. She's going to go to the line. We're going to shoot bonus free throws. There's nothing wrong with that. Tatum has 5 team fouls, according to the scoreboard. West has not quite found her shooting touch yet, but she does have 1 free throw in the game. That one's a little short, hard off the rim. Combs with a good effort to get the rebound, but it's the Falcons who will have possession. Pressure at midcourt, steal by West. Looking for Combs, great pass. Beautiful. That's a great pass to Combs, and man, the action's fast and furious. They went for the home run, Loving, and they wind up turning it over. But Cayenne Coombs now leading Tatum with 5 points after that long-range bank shot, and then a beautiful pass from Kylie West. Hit her in stride up off the glass. Good. It's 13-7 now, Tatum. There's a jumper that sails over. Didn't draw iron from Slover, but it wasn't a bad look at the shot. West on the right wing, cross court to Jimenez. Backdoor look, give and go to Slover, and that's a thing of beauty. There's a steal, a near steal from Maruskal. That was a great bounce pass to Slover. That's her first bucket of the night. King trying to answer for Loving and can't. And the ball rolls out of bounds. So give that nice assist to Kylie West that led to the Combs layup. And it's a 15-7 ball game. West again with some good defense. Gives the ball back to Tatum. Slover off and running. That one won't quite drop. Just inched over the front of the rim. From downtown, it won't go. And scrappy play underneath. We've got a whistle. And it's going to go on Tatum. And that will be the 6th team foul. They call that on Ashlyn Slover. She's got 2 fouls in the game. .5:32 left first period, 15-7. Coyotes have opened it up a little bit. And the Falcons were forcing a lot of turnovers with their defense in the first quarter. Now they are turning the ball over here in the second. Kylie West will dribble it across midcourt for Tatum. Over to Jimenez. Into the post to Combs. Bounce pass back. The give and go. And the ball gets away from him this time. Go back over to the Falcons. So an inbound play with 5:12 left. And Tatum up 8. And again, good pressure in the backcourt. Tatum, from time to time in every game we've done, will go full court press when it's appropriate. And forcing the action again, Loving. Lucky not to get an offensive foul was Diana Cuato. Tatum was probably lucky not to pick up a foul on that play too. Could have gone either way. 8-point differential right now. Home team has got the lead. West to Jimenez. Mariscal. More perimeter passing for the Coyotes. They've passed the ball well. Ball fake leads to a shot, and it just won't drop. Just wouldn't crawl over the rim and drop in there for Mariscal. Falcons now back on the attack into the front court. Looking left, baseline to King. And she's lucky it didn't go out of bounds. Saves it back in to McDonald, Faith McDonald. All the way cross court to Cueto, and she throws it away. And off and running is Mariscal, and she scores. Great pass down court to Mariscal and Valeria. Mariscal has 4 of Tatum's 17 points, and now the Coyotes are up 10. So Loving kind of looking like 2 different teams. They had rhythm, they had crisp passing. They were forcing the action in the first quarter. Now Tatum is forcing it their way here in the second. And they got a 10-point lead to prove it. There is King. Tatum's turned up the defense too. That's one reason why Loving is having a harder time. That shot is run down by Combs, and we get a travel as the defense is there to try to take it away from her. 3:44 to go before the half. Inbound play, King. Up off the glass, no. Offensive rebound, no. Combs fighting for it. And a tie-up. And Loving has the possession arrow. So they'll inbound it here. That's King. West is guarding her. Ball fake. Look inside, and the pass too tall. Not a bad idea for Alyssa Armendariz, but the pass was thrown a little too hard and a little too high. Both teams in the bonus. We haven't seen that many trips to the free throw line, though. West looking to Sanchez there, triple team. And Tatum will have the possession on this one. No, they're gonna call a foul. So they'll put Sanchez on the line. Free throw is no good. They called the foul on Armendariz, number 41. We have another whistle.
That one is also on Armendariz. She's picked up back-to-back fouls here. That'll put the Coyotes on the line. And that one drops. (18-7) now. As Tatum has really taken control here in the second period. In and out on that one for Luann Villanueva. So Villanueva, and that's going to be a carry. She jumped with it, and I'm sorry, I was writing down the foul and the free throws, but we used to call that carrying or palming. That's what happened. Amounts to is a turnover back to Tatum. So Villanueva in the books with a made free throw. 18-7 now. Coombs, baseline jumper is going to go. Cayenne Coombs having a good night. She's got 7. And Tatum leads it 20-7, now up 13. And that forces a timeout from Loving. Their coach is not happy. That is Derek Martinez coaching the Loving Lady Falcons. They look like two different teams from the first quarter to the second, I will tell you that. Tatum jumped out 2-0, then they had the lead 4-2. Then we were tied at 6. Loving had a lead in the first quarter. Then we got to the end of period 1, and Tatum was up 4, 11-7. Now with 2:36 left here. You look at the Loving tally, they have not scored here in the second period. Tatum has shut them down defensively while putting up 9 points of their own. So that's where you get your 13-point lead right now. 2:32 left before the intermission. And a steal by West. Tatum has turned up the defense. Villanueva into the front court. Back to West, and contact after the pass was gone. They're going to get the Falcons again. So fouls are haunting Loving right now. That is their 9th team foul. Back to the line is Villanueva. She's already made 1. See what she can do here. And that's good. Perfect form. Bottom of the net for Villanueva on that one. She's got 2 in the game, and Tatum now up 21-7. And in and out. That did everything but come through the bottom of the net and came back and crawled back out. So the lead remains 14. And a good hands over there by Villanueva. Hustling back down court, making the play. Got a hand in the passing lane there. That'll mean an inbound play for the Falcons and firing across court. Faith McDonald. McDonald working against Coombs. Trying to back her in. Lob it over to the left side to Quieto. And McDonald with the long-range shot, and it was just short. Doesn't go. 1:45 to play in the second. Combs guarded by King. That's Ava Slover, number 20 into the game. Combs, Slover, King. Villanueva penetrates, goes around McDonald and scores. And Villanueva's had a big quarter. She's got 4 now in the period. And the Falcons somehow turn it over on the inbound play. Must have stepped on the end line, the person throwing it in. I didn't have a clear view of it, but Loving snake bit. They can't even inbound the ball at the moment. West won't go. And McDonald doing a nice job there getting the rebound. We'll give it off to Kat Montoya back in the game. She was out for quite a while, as were a couple other starters for Loving. On the right wing, penetration from Quieto. Inside pass is a good one, up off the glass. Nice shot. And that is Kat Montoya. She's got 5 in the game, and it's 23-9. Tatum Coyotes. Under a minute to go in the first half. You'll see West bring it across the timeline here. Fires over to the right wing. Slover. Nothing there. Sanchez will take that, and that's blocked by King. That's the 5th block shot by King in the first half. That was a really nice attempt by Montoya to get another field goal. 27 seconds left. Steal Falcons. They got a 2-on-1 break here. They go to King. Jump stop off the glass and won't drop. And West, good job defensively, comes down with the rebound. Way ahead to Izzy Hart, who will take that jump shot and leave it short. Oh, the putback won't go, but she followed her shot like you're supposed to. Sanchez missing. Rebound Falcons, and the half has arrived. And I'll tell you, both teams left it on the court. They were hustling hard. And the Tatum Coyotes earned themselves some breathing room in period number 2. And we get to the half here. It is Tatum 23 and Loving Falcons 9. At the end of 1, it was 11-7. So Tatum offensively played very well in the second. They turned up their defense too and shut down the Falcons. So they put up 11 in the first and 12 in the second. Tatum Coyotes for a total of 23. Loving put up 7 in the first and got only 1 field goal in the second quarter as they finished with 9. So 23-9 at the break. And you see the men getting set here for game number 2. Tatum Coyotes, I'll tell you what, they played a couple of strong teams and held their own, but unable to win the 2 games previous this week. Against Texaco, very strong, and Jal, undefeated. Those are your top 2 teams that Tatum would have to contend with in their district. And so tonight, a team that the boys should be able to cruise with and play with. And having not seen the Falcons play yet, I'm not going to say that Tatum should go out here and get an easy victory, but I think they're not going to have to come back from a 20-point deficit in the second half like they had to deal with against Jal the other night. And that wasn't because the boys didn't play well. They played well and they played hard. Jal Panthers are just that good. Okay, I'm going to leave it right there and let you hear from our sponsors, everybody. We're the halftime break. Boys game to come after the girls game is over. And you'll hear from all the great local businesses and community-minded folks that make these broadcasts on the World Wide Web, HobbsAmerica.com, and Tatum Sports YouTube channel possible. We couldn't do it without them unless we were charging subscription fees. So a big tip of the cap to the fine folks you're going to hear from. We'll take a bit of an extended break here so the old man can get up and walk around a little. And we'll be back for that second half coming up soon here from New Walmart Digital Solutions and One Radio Square Sports. I'll talk to you again in a few.
Hey, Tatum Coyotes, welcome back to competition from EJ's Pumping, your locally owned and locally trusted pumping service in Tatum. If you are in need of pumping services, call 575-369-6134 today. EJ's Pumping, longtime supporters of the town of Tatum and the Tatum Coyotes, as well as high school athletics and academics. Good luck, have fun, and be safe. From Eddie and Whitney, go Coyotes! Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes! Hey Tatum Coyotes, welcome back to competition from EJ's Pumping, your locally owned and locally trusted pumping service in Tatum. Hey Tatum Coyotes, welcome back to competition from EJ's Pumping, your locally owned and locally trusted pumping service in Tatum. If you are in need of pumping services, call 575-369-6134 today. EJ's Pumping, longtime supporters of the town of Tatum and the Tatum Coyotes, as well as high school athletics and academics. Good luck, have fun, and be safe. From Eddie and Whitney, go Coyotes! Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes! Hey Tatum Coyotes, welcome back to competition from EJ's Pumping, your locally owned and locally trusted pumping service in Tatum. If you are in need of pumping services, call 575-369-6134 6134 today. UJ's pumping. Longtime supporters of the town of Tatum and the Tatum Coyotes, as well as high school athletics and academics. Good luck, have fun, and be safe. From Eddie and Whitney. Go Coyotes! Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
All right, everybody, you should be able to hear me. I am going to go with the camera mic here so that we can conserve power and make sure we got enough to get that boys game on the air. I have to charge the phone, so you guys should be able to hear me just fine. And we got in plenty of ads from our fine sponsors during the break, so we should be good. And thanks for watching and listening on America.com, Tatum Sports, YouTube, that channel, and we're ready for the second half. And Tatum is up 23-9, trying to pick up where they left off with smothering defense and hot offense. And there is West with the first shot of the third quarter. And that will not go. And the Falcons pick up where they left off, and that's getting whistled for fouls. And going to the line, Cayenne Coom. No, it's in the non-shooting foul. She was just lined up at the free throw line. That looked like a travel. They don't call it. A good dish to West from Slover, and the shot won't go. So the score is the same, 23-9. Falcons looking to try and get back in this thing, as Tatum went on a major scoring spree in the second quarter. Well, they had 11 in the first, 12 in the second, and held the Falcons only 2 second quarter points. That's where the lead came from. That is Godzi on the attack. And that is Kat Montoya, their best offensive player besides King, and she leaves that one short. Off and running, Coyotes. Layup won't go. That's on the wrong side for Mariscal. She had to use the off hand. Didn't go with the left, went with the right hand on the left side. That's why the coaches want you to be able to use both. And she was unable to convert. 23-9 the score remains. Steal. And again, it's Mariscal, and she will score this time. Good work from Mariscal. And another turnover, but the Falcons get it right back. 25-9 ahead to Godzi, and she scores. Maddie Godzi has 5 in the ballgame. 25-11. Inside Combs. Looked like pretty hard contact. No whistles. Mariscal has her 6th point of the night for Tatum. There's Montoya. Buries the 3. And the Loving fans that are behind me here at the scorer's table enjoyed that one. That's the second 3 of the game for Montoya. She has 7 to lead the Falcons, and it's 25-14. Cross-court pass. Slover. Good. She answers the 3. Ashlyn Slover. She's got 5. And the Loving Falcons have the basketball. They pick up the dribble. Sierra does in the backcourt. Now across the timeline. That's King. Against Kylie West. Top of the key. Near travel. Penetration. Dish. Long-range jumper will not drop for Quieto after the pass from Sierra. Back the other way we go. Coyotes into the front court. Good look to Coons. She scored. That's the 3rd time tonight they've dropped a dime on somebody breaking ahead of the pack. Great pass from Jimenez. And Kyan Coombs now has 9 for Tatum. 30-14. Looked like Loving was going to make a little run, but Tatum able to answer after their Loving hit a 3. West is wide open. You're going to have to call a timeout, I think. 30, coach, 30. Yep. Timeout on the floor. I think Tatum called the timeout. That last one?
Down here?
Yeah.
Kylie West.
Thank you. I glanced away right when she scored. 32-14 after the West basket. Her 3rd point of the night, but she has made several fine passes down court to hit somebody in stride for a layup. She has done that, and Jimenez has done that. Some nice work on the assist side of things for Tatum tonight. Lob won't be completed. It's taken away by Tatum. They intercept it. Slover, coast to coast. Oh, it won't go. But it very nearly did. And she figured she'd draw the foul on Quieto, but no whistle came. 1 team foul here in the 3rd quarter, and it's on the Falcons. 32-14, though, Tatum. And King was thinking about shooting before she caught that pass. Already thinking about the shot. Very nearly turned it over. Baseline jumper. Falcons, no. For Faith McDonald. Off and running. Sanchez ahead to Combs. And Kyan Combs. She has 11. Leading scorer in the game is number 2 for Tatum. Coyotes have now built the lead to 20. And a steal, and it's Combs again to the basket. It's a layup drill for Kyan Combs. And the foul. No, it's timeout. I thought he called a foul on red. 2 floors. $13 points. Kyan Combs. She has played well tonight. All of the Coyotes have. This looked like it was going to be a close affair, nip and tuck, midway through the 1st quarter. Tatum led by 4 after 1, and then started to pull away in the 2nd and have come out doing the same here in the 3rd. They turned up the defense and were able to build that lead going into half, and defense is still on, and offense too. Tatum firing on all 8 cylinders tonight. now up 22. Tatum Varsity Girls Basketball on HobbsAmerica.com and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel is brought to you by EJ's Pumping LLC, Norley Hospital District, the Tatum Clinic, Tatum Schools, Now Pharmacy in Lovington, and Legendary Services. Alan Scott here chatting with you on a Friday night. And oh, by the way, if you haven't stepped outside, our next cold front, it started barreling in this afternoon. Close to 70 today. Lucky if we hit 55 tomorrow. Maybe some rain over the weekend. That's what we really need. More defense. So get Sanchez for the foul this time, though. .328 to go in the third. Lady Coyotes are cruising now. Up by 22. And still pressuring the Falcons. Open down court. Godzi throws it away to King. Near travel from Slover, but it's going to wind up being an assist as she gets it to Jimenez. And that's 5 in the game for Jimenez. Steal by West, layup good. It's going to turn into a clinic. And the Falcons really look sharp in the first quarter, but the pressure from Tatum has gotten there with Coombs. Gives the ball back to the Tatum Coyotes. So nothing going right for the Falcons. They have a tough road to hoe now. Down 40-14. And that one won't quite drop for Tatum. Tie up underneath, and Loving has the arrow this time, so they're going to get the basketball. But this defensive pressure from Tatum, which they started putting on in the second quarter, has been the undoing of the Falcons in this game. And that's a 5-second call. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
26-point advantage for the Coyotes. 2:35 left in the third quarter. West on the baseline won't go. Falcons have it taken away. Godzi couldn't grab it. Now they get it back, and now it's Godzi, and she travels. And the Falcons are so desperate to get points and get away from Tatum's defense. They're just, when they get a chance, like on that play, they're in such a hurry that they can't find control of the basketball. Thought about three there. Jimenez penetrates instead. Ball's taken away. That's Godzi. Into the middle to King. King finally across the timeline. And that shot won't go. The Falcons just can't find offense. 7 points at the end of one. They had 9 going into the break, and they found some offense here in the third. They put up 5. But Tatum has gone on a tear, folks. I mean, 23 at the half. 11 after 1, 23 Tatum had at the half, and they've got 40 already with 2 minutes left in the third. A miss there from Slover. But we've got 1:51 left, and Tatum has put up 17 points since halftime. Long pass down court. Godzi versus Izzy Hart, and Hart will win that battle. The Coyotes are looking to get the running clock here if this keeps up. Up 26. If they get up 35, the clock runs. Missing the backdoor look that time, though. Montescall would like to have that one back. And the Coyotes do have it back, and it's Slover. Looked like she walked. No call. No harm, no foul, no travel. And Slover has 7 in the ballgame. King trying to answer for Loving, and Hart will get the foul. But scoring points has been a very hard task for the Loving Falcons ever since the midway point of the second quarter. 42-14. And finally, a bucket goes. That is Haley King. One of, if not their best offensive player. And all she's been able to get tonight is 2 free throws. Kat Montoya is the best field goal shooter. 2 threes and a 2. She's got 7. And Godzi has 5. That one won't go for King. Rebound Tatum. And back the other way we go. Slover will bring it to the midcourt stripe. You'll see her in a moment. There she is. Going around King. Over on the wing to Ava Slover. Hart back to Ashlyn Slover, and that is an air ball. And she said, y'all didn't see that, did you? I think it's all right when you're up 42-15. You won't hear any chance of air ball on that shot. So they're going to get Modern Skal for a foul there, non-shooting foul. But that is the 4th foul here on Tatum, only 1 on Loving in the second half. And he's going to get her again. Now she's on the radar, back to back. That's the 5th foul on Tatum. Not that bonus free throws will allow Loving to come all the way back, but it will slow down the pace of the game if you have to walk in other end and shoot free throws every time. Under a minute to go in the third. Montoya to King and a foul. And that is 16 fouls on Tatum. Oh, that was not King. It wasn't 2. It's 22. Well, it is King. There's 2 of them. Kaylee King is 22 and Haley King is number 2. And she gets the shears roll. First points of the night for Kaylee King. Into the corner, Slover has it too tall, off her hands, out of bounds, back to the Falcons. 34 seconds left here in the third. 42-16 Coyotes. And it is King going around Slover for the basket. And the Loving fans can finally celebrate. They get a field goal. Kaylee King has 3. Haley King has 2 now for Loving. And Villasenora, I should say, has had a big night scoring. She gets the bucket there for Tatum. And that's Maddie Godzi missing there for Loving. Villasenora, and that's going to draw Modern Skal now with 8. The quarter will end. And coming off the bench to get a bucket was Luann Villanueva. She's got 6 in the game for Tatum. 45-20 right now as we head to the 4th quarter. Oh, sorry, they posted that last bucket. Now 47-20 after 3. Tatum has scored often. They scored early in the half and scored often. 11 points in the first quarter for the Coyotes. 23 at the break, so they put up 12, and then you get here now, and it's 47. Tatum scored 24. They scored more points in the third quarter than they scored in the first half. Coyotes did. So now that the scoreboard has leveled itself at the end of 3, 47-18. So Loving had a decent quarter. That was their biggest quarter of the night. They put up 9. But Tatum exploded. 23 at the half, 47 here. Put up 24 more. That's a point more than they scored in the whole first half that they scored here in the third quarter. Don't forget the boys' game will follow this one. And the Coyotes, now it's just a matter of time, I think. It'd be tough to come back from a 29-point deficit the way Tatum is scoring the ball tonight. Mariscal, no. Jimenez, yeah. Sierra Jimenez has 7. And it's 49-18. You've got a 31-point advantage. We may get that running clock. They want King, and the pass is behind. But they do see West, and the shooters roll. Man, everything is going Tatum's way in this one. 7 for West. 51-18. They get to 53-18. The clock runs, but there's a foul on the Coyotes. 7:02 to go in the game here.
Okay. It is 1-1. Hey, don't confuse me.
And Loving is in the bonus. Now anytime Tatum commits a foul, we're going to stop for free throw. And that one is good. Haley King. All of her points have come from the free throw line. She's got 3. And that one won't go. Rebound to Coon. Ahead is West. And ahead to Villasenor. And she will go to the line. Foul is on Haley King.
Second team.
Only the second team foul on Loving. Tatum's been whistled for 7 here in the second half. Villanueva with a good shot there. That's her third made free throw, 2 field goals. She now has 7. Looking for her 8th point and gets it. 53-19. 1 point away from the mercy clock. Good pass. Has it go off her foot. That's a bad break for Sierra. More Hawking defense. If that's on Tatum, we're shooting free throw. We are shooting free throw.
That's 2.
At the line, number 20, Genevieve Sierra. Somebody in the lane early. Yep, Red got in too early. So that'll give the ball to Tatum. That's just another bad break for the Falcons there. Getting in the lane a little too early in their haste to get a rebound. Because they are behind. When you got to do that, things like that. Open look, downtown, won't go. This time for Jimenez. Falcons will go the other way. 6:21 left in the game. Montoya, Sierra, and just short on the long-range jumper. Rebound to the Coyotes. Off and running is West. And another layup for Tatum. And Connie West now has 9. And the lead is 36, so the clock will run at least temporarily. Timeout by the Falcons with 5:53 left. And Tatum is up by 36. And one problem in basketball with the mercy clock is when you're right there on the borderline, it's tough on the clock operator. Do I run it? Do I not run it? Is it 36? Is it 35? Is it 34? You know, you get up 40 and then it's obvious. But when you're hovering right around 35, 36, it can be a tough row to hoe for the scorekeeper. That round of applause you hear is for Mason Brown, son of the boys' head coach, Royce Brown, who had such a tough break. In fact, a break of the leg in the home opener here for Tatum. And he gets a well-deserved round of applause. He still comes to the game, supports the team, and you know it's hard on him not being able to play. And they could have used him this past week against Texaco and against Jow. But it wasn't to be. However, he will be back next year to play for the Coyotes. And the prognosis for his recovery is pretty good, by the way, according to his dad, Royce. And here we go with a running clock, Loving inbound. Cross-court passes are always dangerous, and that one just sails out of bounds. And that was Ariana Munio, who just came into the ballgame. So she's cold, coming in off the bench. We're going to cut her some slack. You got to get loose. 36-point lead for the Coyotes. Backdoor pass to Mariscal from Jimenez. Almost got her there, and now a foul. Kylie West will wind up at the free throw line. And the Lady Falcons have plenty of fouls to give here. That's only going to be their third of the half. And that's one way to slow down the explosive Tatum offense tonight, is put them on the free throw line. At least they can't run the floor. West can hit a free throw, though, and she does. In the game for Kylie West. And it is a balanced scoring fest for Tatum. They've got a lot of players with points tonight. West runs down the rebound. That shot won't go. And the Falcons will get it, but they're in trouble. Intercepted West, and she scores. And they just keep pouring it on. 58-19. That's a 39-point advantage, and another takeaway from the Coyotes. 4:38 left, and it should go fairly quickly under the running clock. West looking for another, not this time. But Tatum is just too quick to the ball. Slover into Coombs, and she'll score. That's 15 tonight for Kyan Coombs. Montoya from downtown, it won't go. And we're going to get a whistle on the loose ball, on the rebound. Who are they going to give that to? 54, I think. And we'll get mass substitutions now for Tatum. We'll get most of the starters out of the lineup. Big night for Coach Slover and his bunch. 60-19 is the score now. And I'll tell you what, Loving Falcons in that first quarter looked like they were going to hang with Tatum. It was going to be a close game, nip and tuck affair, up and down, and Tatum did not let that happen. Slover to Slover. Into Izzy Hart. Turnaround, won't drop. And the Falcons will have it. And we're down to 3 minutes left now here in the opener. Tatum varsity boys to follow as they take on the Lovington. I want to call them Lovington because that's where I live. Loving varsity boys. 2:45 to play. Falcons have not hung their head, but I'll tell you what, they're gassed. They are tired. Tatum's defense has put them through the ringer tonight. Godzi able to muscle that up. Fouled by Hart, so she'll go to the line. Bonus free throws. That's 8 fouls on Tatum in the half, but you really don't worry when you're up 60-19. 41-point advantage, and now 40 after Godsey gets the free throw. 6 on the night for Maddie Godsey of the Falcons. Lead is 40. Clock should be running. And now it is. Should have been running through the free throws. Not that it's really a big deal. 2:25 to play. Tatum Coyotes cruising to the win here tonight. That's off Hart, out of bounds. Montoya finds a teammate in the corner. Good look inside. The turnaround won't go, though. And the pass was back to Montoya, who missed that. Hart and Godsey going at it again. Godsey's going to pick up the foul this time. And I'll tell you, when those two are in the game, that's their third collision of the night. Those two are like magnets. They have collided at least 3 times. Coyotes with 1.5 minutes to go can put this one in the books after they explode in the third quarter for 1 more point than they had in the first half to put Loving away. Ava Slover out to Ashlyn Slover. Slover on the dribble, penetrates, dish to Izzy Hart for 2. 4 in the game for Hart. 62-21 Tatum. Montoya trying to answer and give Loving a little something to cheer about late in the game. Under 1 minute to play. Slover to Slover. No. And that was knocked out of bounds by Ashlyn Slover. Drops a dime on her sister, but she can't get the layup to drop. 35 seconds left. Hart and Godsey again, and this time Godsey able to get up and score that one. Maddie Godsey. 62-23. This one is almost in the books. 20 seconds left now. Under the running clock. Lob, back door, looking for Ava again was Ashlyn Slover. She's trying to give an assist to her sister and just, it can't quite connect. Coyote fans start to celebrate, and this one is over after the Lady Coyotes get another turnover. And that's it. It's a final of 62-23. Congrats to the Coyotes. It was a tough night for Loving, but they didn't hang their heads. They stayed in there. They fought hard as you can against a team that really was near perfection, both offensively and defensively tonight from the second quarter on. So congrats to Coach Slover and the ladies. They win the opener, 62-23. Here's how it ran down for Tatum. After 11-7, they had the lead. At the half, Tatum had 23, Loving had 9. At the end of the third quarter, Tatum had 47. They put up 24, and then they cruised on to finish with 62. Loving had 9 at the half, 18 at the end of 3, and they finished the night with 23. So a mixture of great defense and great offense propels the girls to a Mercy Rule win. Now we'll see what the boys can do against the Falcons from Loving, New Mexico. Tatum Sports on HopsAmerica.com and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel. And Walmart Digital Solutions, One Radio Square, family of stations is brought to you by Norley Hospital District, Tatum Clinic, Tatum Schools, EJ's Pumping, LLC. See them for all your pumping needs here in Tatum. Now Pharmacy in Lovington, serving all of Lee County for decades. Great people and great service at Now Pharmacy and legendary services. 14 minutes on the halftime clock. We are going to take a break. I'm going to keep charging up the phone. And we will be back with the nightcap. It's the man next, live from Tatum on the good old internet. Alan Scott here chatting with you. Coyotes are getting their warm-ups in. The Falcons are out here as well. We'll take a bit of a break here, and we'll have boys basketball for you on the stream in about 10, 12 minutes. I'll see you then, everybody.
Hey, Tatum Coyotes, welcome back to competition from EJ's Pumping, your locally owned and locally trusted pumping service in Tatum. If you are in need of pumping services, call 575-369-6134 today. EJ's Pumping, longtime supporters of the town of Tatum and the Tatum Coyotes, as well as high school athletics and academics. Good luck, have fun, and be safe. From Eddie and Whitney, go Coyotes! Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes! Hey, Tatum Coyotes, welcome back to competition from EJ's Pumping, your locally owned and locally trusted pumping service in Tatum. If you are in need of pumping services, call 575-369-6134 today. EJ's Pumping, longtime supporters of the town of Tatum and the Tatum Coyotes, as well as high school athletics and academics. Good luck, have fun, and be safe. From Eddie and Whitney, go Coyotes! Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes! Hey, Tatum Coyotes, welcome back to competition from EJ's Pumping, your locally owned and locally trusted pumping service in Tatum. If you are in need of pumping services, call 575-369-6134 today. EJ's Pumping, longtime supporters of the town of Tatum and the Tatum Coyotes, as well as high school athletics and academics. Good luck, have fun, and be safe. From Eddie and Whitney, go Coyotes! Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
All right, we are back, and that's a long-range jumper in the air, and it just went for number 3, Giovanni Ruiz. That is the first three-pointer and only the second made basket of the ball game for Loving. And in fact, it may have only been a 2-point basket, and we get a whistle there. Yep, scoreboard showing that as a 2. Must have had his foot on the line. It sure looked like a 3 to me. But that official you see right there, he confirmed that that is a 2-pointer. That's only the second made basket for Loving. They've got 4. Tatum has 16. No change in their score here. We're early in the second. Alan Scott with you, Tatum Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com. Tatum led this thing 9-0. Then 12-2, and 16-4 is where the lead is now. 6:40 to go. Second period. In case you missed it, and man, team fouls are stacking up. That is the 9th foul. No, the 5th on Tatum, 8th. 8 fouls on the visiting Falcons. Inbound play under the basket, and they're going to leave that one flat. Hernandez unable to hit it. Hunter Hernandez. And almost a travel by Bennett right there. He was able to hold the pivot foot. Down in the corner to Kruger, who's had a good ball game. He's got 5 for Tatum. Cervantes with the basketball. Gets it out to Bennett. Cross court. Long range off the glass. Goes for Abraham Duran. And that is a 3-pointer. Duran's first shot of the night. The bank is open for Abraham Duran. And Tatum increases the lead. 19-4 now. And a whistle in the paint. They may get Kruger with that one. Remains to see who they're going to call that one on. Kruger appeared to be in that area. If he is, it's 2-5. And no, it's going to go on Cervantes. Luis Cervantes, his first foul. But now the team foul situation is starting to even up. Tatum now with 6 fouls. Falcons have 8. But the important stat to me, the most important stat is always the scoreboard. And Tatum leads big there by 14. 19-5 with free throws coming for the Loving Falcons. And that's in and out for Hunter Hernandez. He's had several field goal attempts go in and out, and the free throw does the same thing. 5:50 to go before the break. And that won't go for Bennett, but he had a good look at it. Rebound to the Falcons, who are trying to make a run here before the halftime break. That is Hernandez shooting over Bennett, and he nails the three. I had a feeling that they have more offense than what they've shown us. Hernandez gets the three, and that gives Loving 8. Tatum, however, has 19. Firing it under to Hitchcock, just a little too strong, but it's run down by Bennett in the corner. Abraham Duran now gets it back. Over to Bennett, back to Duran. Good look down low. Hitchcock has it stripped away, though. That was a good pass inside to the big man, but better hands by Loving to strip it away. That one, and he says he was fouled. Hunter Hernandez shot an air ball there. He just made a three-point basket. Tyler Graham in the game, 14 for Tatum. There is Mendoza. No, scratch that. It's Duran, 12. Gets the long rebound back himself, dumps it off to Kruger, forces that shot up, won't go in. Good effort, though, by Kruger. Out trying to run are the Falcons, and hustling back there, just as he did on the football field, is Abraham Duran. He was like a defensive back on that play, got up, knocked it away. 4:25 to go, 19-7 Coyotes. And if you weren't able to tune in to the opener, it was a mercy clock game as the ladies won tonight. Big over the Loving Falcons. Lob inside, broken up by the Coyotes. They wanted to get it into Rodriguez, Caleb Rodriguez. Kevin Cardenas for the home team. Dish, Ranley Kruger, good. Give the assist to Cardenas, give the basket to Ranley Kruger. And the lead now 21-7. Ranley Kruger has 7 points for Tatum in the ballgame. Loving trying to make a little run before the half here and keep themselves in it. That shot is short from Dylan Green, but the offensive rebound will lead to a Tatum foul. And going to the line will be Nico Goodoman. Foul goes against Kruger, and that's his first. But it's the 7th on Tatum, so now both teams are in the bonus with 3:35 to go before the halftime break. Tatum Varsity Boys Basketball brought to you by EJ's Pumping, LLC, Tatum Clinic, Norley Hospital District, Tatum Schools, Now Pharmacy in Lovington, and Legendary Services. The miss there, so 21-8 it remains. Into the front court is Mendoza. That's going to go over the end line and out of bounds. Last touch by the Falcons. Kruger down there is who they wanted to hit. Be an inbound play for the Coyotes here. Lob it into Cardenas, and he has it sneak out on him. How does that not go in? He stays after it and can't get the tip to go. Can't fault the hustle, though. 21-8 ball game. Approaching the 3-minute mark to go in the second quarter. And that's knocked up in the air and taken away by Tatum. Off and running the Coyotes. Mendoza able to get that away without getting fouled. Inside Kruger, that was a pass from Cardenas. He made it look like a shot, but it was a pass. And good work by Cardenas there. He gets the assist. Kruger gets the basket. And you get another score. 25-8 after that basket, which came from Cardenas. That's a good move. I don't know how you didn't travel, but he couldn't make the shot. That was Ruiz. Coyotes, good ball movement tonight in this game. Fade away, won't go. Put back and a foul for Cardenas. David Mendoza on the shot. Cardenas on the putback and the foul. Foul goes against Hunter Hernandez. That is the 9th team foul on the Falcons here in half number 1. 2:12 remaining. And that rattles home. 28-8. After the old-fashioned three-point play from Kevin Cardenas. Timeout on the floor. Things going Tatum's way in this one. Coyotes led it at the end of one, 16-7. And they have put up 12 in the period with 2:12 remaining. Only 1 point scored by the Falcons so far here in the second quarter. As Tatum has turned up the defense. This one going a lot the same way that the girls game did. Midway through the second quarter, the Lady Coyotes turned up the defense against their opponents and went on to run away with it. Had a lead of, I think, as much as 40-plus points in the second half, the girls did. Coyotes will break the huddle here, trying to win the nightcap against the Falcons. They are up 20, so I'd say they're well on their way to getting that done, barring some kind of a meltdown. 28-8 the score. Pressure in the backcourt from Tatum. And off and running is Gonzalez. Big steps to the basket, score, and one. Man, when it's going your way, it's going your way. Gonzalez, I've got him with 7. Now, my score sheet is unofficial, but I've got him with 7. And trying to add to that lead. We may get a mercy rule clock in this game, too. It's 30-8. Foul went on Nico Godoman for Loving. Gonzalez at the stripe, he gets it. Loving is run into a buzzsaw here in Tatum tonight, and some of the frustrations earlier this week with 2 tough games, 2 losses against Texaco and Jow. The Loving Falcons are the sacrificial lamb tonight, at least here in the first half. 31-8 with 1:43 left before the intermission. So the Coyotes are up 23 at the moment. In the paint, Cardenas, he'll just go up and shoot it and drop it in. I've got Kevin Cardenas with 2, 4, 6, 7 for the home team. And again, more pressure and a steal. That is Gonzalez. Right wing to Mendoza, and he walked with it. But this is what Tatum needs, a big shot of confidence after 2 really tough games for the boys here this week. Into the middle of the court goes Rodriguez, Caleb Rodriguez, on the wing to Ruiz. Back out to Good Omen. He's wearing number 2 right there. Ruiz. Good hawking defense from Tatum. They get another steal. That's Cardenas. Down court to the streaking Gonzalez, and he muffs the layup. He lost the handle. Runs that one down in the corner. Gonzalez, 3. That's a 2. And we're going to have a timeout by Coach Royce Brown and the Tatum Coyotes. They give him a 2. And with 38 seconds left here in the half, it's the Coyotes 35 and the Falcons 8. Tatum led after the end of one, 16-7. They have put up 16 plus here. They've scored 19 in the period. Loving has scored one, a 19-1 run in the second quarter. That will be tough to overcome for the Falcons tonight. And there's a trap at midcourt forcing another turnover. So the Falcons are taking it on the chin here in this first half. But you don't see them dropping their head. They're playing hard. No one's complaining. Doing the best they can with what they have. But they have run into an impressive performance by Tatum tonight, and the Falcons are fighting hard for that steal, and they get it. Caleb Rodriguez stole it away. Giovanni Ruiz for three, left it short. That one, in fact, was so short it didn't draw iron, sailed out of bounds. It'll go back to Tatum with 11 seconds. And they lead it big, 35-8. Racing it across the timeline, Abraham Duran to Gonzalez. Out to Mendoza. He wanted that three, and it didn't drop. And that's how the half will end. So we get to the halftime break, and Tatum running away with this thing. As we go to halftime, they lead it 35-8 over the Loving Falcons. They led 16-7 at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break here, a halftime break, let you hear from our sponsors. I'll make sure I have plenty of battery power. We get to the finish line on this one. It's a 10-minute halftime. We'll be back with the third quarter shortly. You're watching and listening to Tatum Varsity Boys Basketball on HobbsAmerica.com, Tatum Sports YouTube channel. And it's brought to you by the folks you're about to hear from.
Hey, Tatum Coyotes, welcome back to competition from EJ's Pumping, your locally owned and locally trusted pumping service in Tatum. If you are in need of pumping services, call 575-369-6134 today. EJ's Pumping, longtime supporters of the town of Tatum and the Tatum Coyotes, as well as high school athletics and academics. Good luck, have fun, and be safe. From Eddie and Whitney, go Coyotes! Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes! Hey, Tatum Coyotes, welcome back to competition from EJ's Pumping, your locally owned and locally trusted pumping service in Tatum. If you are in need of pumping services, call 575-369-6134 today. EJ's Pumping, longtime supporters of the town of Tatum and the Tatum Coyotes, as well as high school athletics and academics. Good luck, have fun, and be safe. From Eddie and Whitney, go Coyotes! Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
All right, we are back. Alan Scott. I stepped outside just to get a little fresh air, and I'm telling you what, this latest cold front is everything it was advertised to be. It's freezing. We got a cold wind blowing here in Tatum. I could see the moon. Skies are mostly clear, but it is cold outside, folks. And we are back to the action here. Tatum leading it big over the visiting Loving Falcons. There's a 3 on the way and another rebound inside by Ranley Kruger. He's doing yeoman's work inside for Tatum tonight, having a good night scoring as well. Coyotes as a team are having a good night scoring. They're up 35-8. Third quarter action here. HobbsAmerica.com, Tatum Sports YouTube channel. Cardenas gives it off and hammered. They're not going to call that foul on Bennett, and the Falcons will come out of there with the basketball. But this one could be a running clock like the girls' game was in the second half. Steal, Cardenas, and a foul. Kevin Cardenas. Good effort. Tatum led after 16-7, go into the break leading 35-8. Held the Falcons to 1 point in the second quarter. That foul goes on Dylan Green. It's his third for the Falcons. Let's see if I can't adjust that just a little. Yeah. And at the line, trying to add to the score is Cardenas. That goes in and out. But a big night offensively for Tatum. Taylor Garner has 2. Kevin Cardenas 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Abe Durant has 3. Leo Gonzalez having a good night. 5, 7. He's got 8. Missed by Cardenas. And Ranley Kruger 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 points for Kruger. Back on the offensive end. Falcons, that's a heck of a shot. A double pump and up and in from Dylan Green. Makes it 35-10. And a turnover, Coyotes. So 35-10 now the score is 6:55 to go third quarter. And a whistle there. And he stepped out. I thought they were going to call the foul. And that was Eli Fierro, number 5, pushing it up court for Loving and stepped on the sideline. So Tatum will get it back, leading by 25. If the lead goes to 35, and it could, have a running clock. Kruger making a great effort inside, but to no avail. Still 35-10. Bringing it around the horn, that's Fierro, loses the handle. Almost carried it, lob to the baseline, taken away by Cardenas. Tatum off and running here. Cardenas coast to coast, left it short. Rebound to the Falcons. Pushing it ahead, that's Hernandez. Jump shot, no. And the weak side rebound to Kevin Cardenas. He's up and down the floor like lightning. Under 6 to go in the third. Good look to Kruger and an easy bank shot delivered. Nice assist from Kevin Cardenas. $11 on my unofficial score sheet for Ranley Kruger tonight. And the lead has gone to 27 now. That substitution was something to do with a mask, a face mask that player was wearing. May have gotten torn. Full court pressure from Tatum. They're showing no mercy tonight against Loving. You want to get it to the middle to break the press, but you got to complete the pass. Another takeaway from Tatum. Into the front court is Kevin Cardenas working against Fierro. Looking inside to Bennett. Down low to Gonzalez. Over to the other side. Shot up. Won't go for Kruger. Rebound Tatum. Cardenas for three. Won't go. Fighting hard to save it in was Mendoza. But the Falcons come out of there with it. There's a jump shot for Loving, and it's good. A rare basket. They've been hard to come by for the Falcons. And it's 37-12. Wide open is Bennett. Oh, it won't go. How does that not go? And look at the hustle by Bennett to save the day and throw that off of Loving to keep the ball in the possession of Tatum. That last basket was number 11, Mo Trevino, for the Falcons to give them 12 points. Tatum has 37, and they've got an inbound play here. Halfway through the third quarter. Cardenas, return pass, shot up, no, won't drop for Mendoza. Ball is out of bounds to who? Tatum Coyotes. They've gotten a lot of possessions tonight and gotten a lot of turnovers, which leads to a lot of possession. 4:37 remaining in the third. Tatum 37. Loving 12. Bennett. Gonzalez. Did he walk? No, we got a foul call. It's got to be a push off of some kind by the offense. And it goes on Kruger. It got Renly Kruger for an offensive foul. Falcons with the ball trying to break the press. Ahead to Fierro, and Kevin Cardenas gets back to knock it away. It has been all Tatum all night in this one. 16-7 after one, 35-8 at the half, and now 37-12. Midway through the third quarter. Side out of bounds for Loving. Firing it underneath. And a good block by Kruger. And off and running the Coyotes. Cardenas ahead of the pack. Reverse layup won't go. Rebound, Hunter Hernandez, and he's pushing it up the floor. Hernandez, floater, no. Man, these shots look like they're going in, and then they don't. They rim out. That is off of the Coyotes. 25-point advantage, though, for Tatum here. Hernandez from downtown. That's an air ball taken by Gonzalez of the Coyotes. And across the timeline, Mendoza going around Fierro. Bounce past Kruger. Blocked by Dylan Green. And out of bounds. So Tatum will keep it. And Gonzalez will trigger the inbound play. Lob Cardenas. Couldn't get the shot away. Out to Duran, over to Cardenas. Shaking and baking there. Now he'll drive, and the floater won't go. Rebound Loving. And in trouble, but able to get it off to Dylan Green. Rebound was Hunter Nico Gudoman, number 2. 3.5 to play in the third. That is Hernandez working against Mendoza. There's a pick, screen and roll. Green to the basket. Oh, I'm telling you, Loving cannot get a shot to drop. That was a perfect screen and roll. Cardenas. Too many bodies for him to get that layup, but he'll go to Gonzalez, and that won't go. Out of bounds. It'll go over to the Falcons. So 35-8 at the half. Tatum's actually been outscored here in the third quarter, 4-2. Low scoring quarter. And a timeout. I'll remind you that we've got great sponsors bringing you these internet games, video and audio. And speaking of audio, I'm going to play some spots from the folks that are making all this possible. You'll continue to see the game while I go to commercial. Tatum has a comfortable lead. They're up 25. It is 37-12. I'll be right back.
Hey, Tatum Coyotes, welcome back to competition from EJ's Pumping, your locally owned and locally trusted pumping service in Tatum. If you are in need of pumping services, call 575-369-6134 today. EJ's Pumping, longtime supporters of the town of Tatum and the Tatum Coyotes, as well as high school athletics and academics. Good luck, have fun, and be safe. From Eddie and Whitney, go Coyotes! Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes! Hey, Tatum Coyotes, welcome back to competition from EJ's Pumping, your locally owned and locally trusted pumping service in Tatum. If you are in need of pumping services, call 575-369-6134 today. EJ's Pumping, longtime supporters of the town of Tatum and the Tatum Coyotes, as well as high school athletics and academics. Good luck, have fun, and be safe. From Eddie and Whitney, go Coyotes! Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
And we are back with more play-by-play as Tatum gets another turnover, but the teams exchanged threes there. Abe Durant hit one for Tatum, and then Hunter Hernandez returned the favor for Loving. 44-17, 5:50 to go in this game. Cardenas making it look easy, driving in and scoring. His numbers are adding up, as are several of the Tatum Coyotes offensively. Pushing it ahead is Hunter Hernandez over to Fierro. Ball taken away by Durant, ahead to Tyler Graham, shot up and in. Tyler Graham able to score on the fast break. That was a good steal and a good pass from Abe Durant. 48-17. So the lead now has ballooned to 31. And a whistle. Foul goes against the Tatum Coyotes on that one. They gave it to Luis Cervantes, his second foul, and the fourth team foul. Hernandez for three. And the rebound taken away by Green. Green in trouble over on the far sideline. To Fierro, to Hernandez. Moves to the middle, shot won't go. Long rebound, Fierro, he'll fire it up, it won't go. Rebound, Ranley Kruger, another big rebound for Kruger. Had a good night working inside for Tatum. And here come the Coyotes. Graham will get it to Blandenberg, and it sticks. I haven't seen that happen in a long time. We used to keep a long broom handle in Lovington to get that down. Now kids can just jump up there and do it. Kruger able to get that done. I told you he was doing yeoman's work in there. He also sells popcorn at halftime, Ranley Kruger. And then he sweeps up when the game's over, I hear. 48-17. Tatum, the lead is 30 plus. So we see that clock running. Oh, how does that not go in? That was a beautiful pass to Ranley Kruger. However, Tatum with another offensive rebound. Durant from downtown. It will not go. Hernandez to Fierro. Yeah, and the clock was running when it wasn't supposed to be, and then when it was supposed to be, they stopped it. It's easy to get reversed, and I've had it happen to me a couple times, switching between commercials and a microphone. It'll happen. But the Coyotes are cruising tonight. That is blocked, but they're going to call the foul on Dylan Green. And that is a shooting foul, so going to the line for the Tatum Coyotes, Taylor Garner. He had a great year at quarterback in their 8-man football program. Garner's a fine athlete. He also goes both ways. He played defense and offense for the football team. Great quarterback. He could hurt you with the big play and could run. One of his favorite targets you see right there from the football field, Abraham Durant. In fact, more than once, he hit Durant for 4 and 5 touchdowns in a half this football season. And Garner gets the free throw. And Tatum increases their lead now 50-17. So the lead is 33. We're going to get a whistle in there. And I don't know, unless it was blatantly flagrant, I don't know if I'd whistle too many fouls in what we've got left here in this game. You're talking about very close to a mercy rule clock, 3:27. Unless somebody just outright floors somebody, I wouldn't blow the whistle. Rebound inside Gonzalez, and there's another whistle. Just no need for it. That's just normal contact, really, if you ask me. And it doesn't really matter. Officials do a great job. I want to remind you, it's an unsung job, and you can't have games without referees. Also, guys running the scoreboard, keeping the scorebook. All of the people that don't get a whole lot of credit for what they do to make these games happen. Coyotes up big into the front court comes Durant. He'll give it off to Taylor Garner. Garner to Gonzalez. Gonzalez drops it over to Blyenberg, and he can't hit the baseline jumper. But Tatum, very team-oriented with the ball. Gonzalez could have shot that, but he wanted to give his teammate an opportunity to get a score. 2:51 left. More defense from Blyenberg. They try to force the shot up. He did a good job of not fouling Trevino on that play. To the basket. Beautiful reverse layup from Taylor Garner. That was pretty. He is a very good athlete. He lays that one in. I've got him with 5 unofficially. And a travel is called on the snake-bitten loving Falcons. And, you know, when you're ahead big like this, it's hard sometimes to focus. And also when you're on the losing end of a score like this, you take your eye off the ball. You can be thinking about something else. What you're going to have to eat after the game, who knows. But the Coyotes are going to cruise on to victory here tonight. And the girls won big, too, against the Loving Lady Falcon. Garner to Graham. Under 2 to play. Graham picks up the dribble, goes back to Taylor Garner. And it's going to wind up being a turnover for the Coyotes. But the clock runs 52-17. Score is 35. So this game will end here in just a matter of a minute 20. Because the clock will not stop. 52-17. So you're right at the cutoff point for the running clock. And Coach Brown urging his team, fight on till the very end, even though you're up big, and we're under a minute now. And they do get another turnover. Clock running with 49 seconds left to play. Across the timeline, Tyler Graham. Graham penetrating, gets the shot up off the glass too hard. It won't drop, but the Falcons get the rebound. And we have 30 seconds left in this ball game. Hunter Hernandez tries to get that runner to go in, and it won't drop. And some of the Falcon faithful start heading toward the locker room. Some of the girls' team up behind me watching the game. 15 seconds left, and it's just a matter of getting these last few seconds off the clock. Hunter Hernandez trying to get one more for the Falcons. Gets that shot up, won't go. And 2 seconds, 1 second, and Graham will dribble out the clock, and your final is Tatum, 52. And the Loving Falcons, 17. So a much-needed win for the Tatum varsity boys tonight. Girls got the win as well, and they also had a mercy rule clock in the second half. So both teams perform well and win big over the Loving Falcons tonight. And here in the boys game, Tatum up after 16-7. They held the Falcons to only 1 second quarter point, 35-8 at half. Both teams had trouble scoring in the third, 39-14. And Tatum winds up with a final victory score of 52-17. Tyler Graham unofficially now had 5. Luis Diaz did not score. Kevin Cardenas 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I've got him with 13. Abe Duran 6. There is Mason Brown. He's doing okay, folks. Give you a shot of him. And he comes out to support the team after that tough break and that injury in the season opener. Yeah, and I'm going to chat here real quick with head coach Royce Brown. Coach, you guys really needed a win tonight, and the Loving Falcons were kind of your sacrificial lamb, but you worked hard till the end. You guys were pressing. You had them working on things. You didn't just phone this one in, but you guys needed a boost, and I think you got one tonight.
Very definitely. You know, it's been a tough run actually since the first game, but kids are fighting hard. They're playing hard. They're doing good things. We were able to work on some different stuff tonight and get some other kids in there as well for some playing time, and just really proud of the guys' effort.
Yeah, and, you know, I'm proud of them, too. The girls won big tonight as well, and we all know that things are a little bit different because of the pandemic in terms of scheduling and what have you. And some teams have had to cancel games. We're fortunate that hasn't touched Tatum as of yet. But looking down the road here, who do you guys have next? Who's your next challenge?
We play Roswell with our varsity against their JV on Monday. We go on our first road trip. We've been at home for like 2 weeks, good home cooking or whatever. Now we go 2 weeks on the road. Right. So we get a little rest over the weekend, come back and play Roswell, and then we get back into district with Jow next Friday.
Right, and you know, it's tough to get into the playoffs with everything shrinking because of the pandemic. And with Texaco out there and Jow out there, what do you think your chances are of getting some postseason play?
You know, I think we got a chance. It's going to be hard to win our district because we lost. We've lost twice already. But as far as an at-large bid, you never know. Again, that's not our focus. We just want kids to play. We're looking for if that happens, we'll definitely take the opportunity. I think we're good enough, and I think we'd be a hard out.
Right, and one more question for you. You still play all the games, and you'll get Texaco and Jow again, right? So. They hard to beat a team twice, and Tatum was competitive in those games, even though maybe the final score didn't show it as close as you wanted it to. But I think you've got a shot. You can sneak up on a Texaco or a Jow team when you go on the road.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, Texaco's not in our district. That was just an outside game. But yeah, we're looking forward to just showing up every night, getting better. When we do get to practice, we hadn't had a lot of time. But, if we saw anybody in the playoffs, if it happens that way, then again, I like our chances.
Right. And you're doing a great job. Welcome here. This is your first year here, right?
No, this is my 7th year back, actually. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, man, the years go flying by for me. And I haven't covered Tatum in a few years, but it's a pleasure to be back. You guys are fun to watch. You got a great team. Some of those football guys are out here working hard for you, and you're proud of your guys tonight. Congrats on the win.
Very much. Thank you very much, and thanks for the coverage.
You bet. Have a great weekend. We'll see you at the next game.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. And there is your head coach, Royce Brown for the victorious Tatum Coyotes as the gym starts to empty here. And I'm going to hit the road, everybody. Want to thank all of our fine sponsors for making it possible. And I'll say so long. Have a great weekend. Good night. And if I've got enough battery power, I'll play you another round of ads from the fine folks who bring it to you. And they are Norley Hospital's Tatum Clinic and Tatum Schools, EJ's Pumping, LLC, Now Pharmacy in Lovington, and Legendary Services. Tatum gets 2 wins tonight, boys and girls, over the Loving Falcons. And we'll see you at the next one, everybody. Appreciate you watching New Walmart Digital Solutions, One Radio Square Sports, Tatum Sports YouTube channel, and HobbsAmerica.com. We hear our sponsors, and then we end our broadcast. Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. So long.
And be safe. From Eddie and Whitney, go Coyotes. Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes! Hey, Tatum Coyotes, welcome back to competition from EJ's Pumping, your locally owned and locally trusted pumping service in Tatum. If you are in need of pumping services, call 575-369-6134 today. EJ's Pumping, longtime supporters of the town of Tatum and the Tatum Coyotes, as well as high school athletics and academics. Good luck, have fun, and be safe. From Eddie and Whitney, go Coyotes!